Well, I'd like to welcome right now Aaron Reed and also Scott Reed here today for SHA Insurance Services. Welcome to both of you.
Good
nice
to
to
be
see
here.
you. Nice to see you. And we are talking about, of course, time of the year, open enrollment, a lot of different options out there, and this is where you can help, right?
Yeah, so I'm a licensed Medicare agent, and my job is to help anyone find the right plan for them, 65 plus. Yeah, it's good to be here.
So, Scott, tell me about, I know your background is in this as well.
Correct.
And tell us about some of the things that you would do to help folks, you know, because there's so many options out there. Both of you look at all the different companies that are out there that offer different plans. There are, I don't know how many, right?
No, she does.
She does, okay.
She does. So, you know, just as a little bit of background, I'm the second generation of serving this community. Bibi Shattuck, my mother-in-law, her grandmother, is, and who you probably most have all met.
Yes.
She's been very active in the community for a long time. Is the first generation. I've been serving Laguna Woods community for 35 years. First through owning and leading companies and communities such as the Wellington, the Regency, Villa Las Palmas. So those were mine. That was a previous company. That was Renaissance Senior Living.
Okay.
And my current company is Alignment Healthcare, right? So I am co-founder of Alignment Healthcare, and I roped Aaron into coming into the Medicare field because I think it's such a vibrant and progressive field that's going to take hold and be much bigger in the future.
Okay, so again, hard time for people because especially if you're new to getting onto Medicare. Now there's many different choices. Of course, some people choose straight Medicare, and for them they look at the supplement option, which again they have to kind of look at and wade through many different options there, and then a lot of different Medicare Advantage programs out there. Many companies offer these and they all offer different benefits, and you really got to figure out what's right for you.
Yeah, so that's my job as an agent. I can come over to your house or wherever you're comfortable, and I can sit down with you and go over all the supplement plans and all of the Medicare Advantage plans. As you said, there's many of them out there, so I think that's really the advantage. It's my service is coming over and just making it an easy process. Just, yeah, really smoothing out that process so it's not painful. A lot of people are scared when it comes to Medicare, but it's my job to not make it scary.
What are some of the things that you look at? You sit down with a couple and they may have different needs. That's would be the tricky part. Can they go on totally different plans?
They can go on completely different plans. Most Medicare Advantage plans are $0 premiums and $0 copays. So that would be if someone has they don't want to pay anything monthly. Medical supplement plans, those cost a little bit more money. So it's really just whatever works for the individual. And there's also many different benefits. All of the plans offer different benefits. So it's really it's really just what's more important for them.
And then again, for some people, it might be what they call straight Medicare with the supplement program, right?
Exactly. Maybe it'd be beneficial just to step back for a brief second and talk about the ABCs and Ds of Medicare, right? So if you look at Medicare, traditional Medicare, you have Part A, which is your institutional costs, your hard assets, right? So your hospitals, your skilled nursing. Part B is your soft costs, your physicians, your clinicians, your specialists. Part D is your drug benefit. Oh, and then Part A and Part B is, everybody gets Part A and Part B. You pay through it about what is it, Aaron?
$134 a month, but it's going up to $135.50 next year.
And that comes straight out of your Social Security check, right? You don't see it come out, but you're paying for it. But everybody gets that. Part D you have to buy, and that's your drug plan, your formulary drug plan. And then Part C is what the federal government said, you know, we can combine all three of those into one and do it very efficiently and make it very, very affordable for people to afford, and that's Medicare Advantage, Part C. Right, they call it the ABCs of Medicare. They also call it the alphabet soup. And the reason they call it the alphabet soup is there's a very poignant reason for it, is because every year, all the different stakeholders in Medicare churn it up. That's the health plans, the doctors, the hospitals. Doctors are going in and out of network. Health plans are changing their benefits. They're going in and out of products that they're providing in the market. So it changes every year, and that's why you need an Aaron who's an expert in Medicare to help you wade through all those changes that happen every year.
Yeah, and they do.
Yeah, and I go through lots of training every year. I have to get relicensed with all the plans, and they come in and they update all the agents and all the changes that have happened. So really, I am an expert, so yeah.
And one of the things that people really need to bring with them is if they're taking any drugs. That's one of the big issues. And some people, they may are at a point in their life they're not taking anything.
Yeah.
So again, different plans that may or may not work for them.
Yeah, it's true. And that's part of what I do as well. The doctor you want to remain seeing, we never want to switch you away from your primary care physician or any specialist that you want. We try to keep you with them. And your drugs as well, because all of the different plans, they do have different drug coverage. So that's part of my job, is to sit down and go through all that for you.
Now, do you also go over the different extra options that they have, or weigh the differences if they want to do straight Medicare versus Advantage, and see how that works for them as well?
Definitely, yeah. Straight Medicare, you get 80% coverage, so then you're liable for paying for the 20%. So that's why you have Medicare Advantage plans and supplemental plans to help offset that 20%.
Okay, and the supplemental plan is you're still doing everything, I guess, in a sense, separate, meaning ABC, and is it part F or ABC?
So
A, B,
those are
D, and F, yeah.
Yeah, those are
But the
supplemental
Advantage plan, if you go on one of those, it brings all those together.
Exactly.
Correct?
And your drugs as well, they're included. So
Right.
yeah. So
Right.
that's Medicare Advantage plan is really a strong option for people, and especially here in Southern California, it's a great option because a lot of the doctors and networks are partnered with the Medicare Advantage plans.
So if you look at CMS, federal government, and Medicare, right? The dirty little secret is that by 2026, the government projects that Medicare will be out of funds, will be insolvent. They know this, and they also know that today there are 44 million seniors on Medicare in the country. By 2030, there's going to be 90 million seniors on Medicare.
Right.
So how do you handle that explosive growth in a system that's really not self-supporting? What they've come up with is Medicare Advantage. And what Medicare Advantage does is it changes the paradigm for fee-for-service medicine, meaning that I'm only making money if I'm doing something to you. If I'm performing a procedure, I'm going to make money. To a value-based system where you're putting the patient in it's patient-centric care. It's wellness care. It's making the patient as center as possible to the healthcare landscape. So the federal government today, about 32% of Medicare plans sold are at Medicare Advantage. The projection is by 2026 that there'll be about between 60 and 70% of the plans sold will be Medicare Advantage. So they're going to strengthen the benefits of Medicare Advantage, and they're probably going to do away with some of the benefits of traditional Medicare.
Okay, and as far as that goes, people can change every year.
During the open enrollment period.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
which is right now.
Yeah, that you can look at because you know, as you said, it's an alphabet soup. Now, also throughout the year, though, if somebody turns 65, they can go on Medicare. It doesn't matter when it is.
Yeah, so you have the 3 months before your 65th birthday, the month of your birthday, and the 3 months after.
Okay.
So 7 months in total, you have that window to make a decision.
Right.
Yeah, and also if you're new to the area, you are able to change. So there's definitely a bunch of different times throughout the year that people could be eligible. So.
Okay, and we want to mention that you folks over at the Regency, you give seminars?
Yeah, so every Wednesday during the open enrollment, so my last one is on December 5th. I am at the Regency from 10 to 12.
Okay.
And it's a Medicare 101. I'm just there to answer any questions people may have. They can come in, it's free, there's no cost. And I'm just there to help service, yeah.
Okay, and it's from 10 o'clock in the morning until noon.
Until noon.
So head on over there, and you've got, 3 Wednesdays left?
Yeah, only 3, so come on over, I'm there.
All right, very good. Nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you
to see
so
you.
much.
We'll see you again.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
definitely.
Right back.
Okay.
Mama used to Mama used to